You shouldn't be here.
Bloody hell, you scared the living crap out of me.
That was the point, Bambi.
Don't get any closer.
What? Do you think I'm going to hurt you? I'm not going to hurt you. Or the human.
How do I know that?
Because with one move, I could have easily sliced up your friend's throat. Look at how they're leaving their defenses. Completely open.
Fine. Charming, this is my father, Vidar. Dad, this is my...
You're that human I saw my daughter escaping with.
You saw us? Why didn't you do anything? Charming almost died. You could have...
Not so loud. Not here. Scotty, I know you're hurt, but you can curse me when we're behind closed doors, where his men aren't patrolling.
There is no way...
Scotty, Thiazzi Vida's daughter, I will not tolerate any attitude right now. I understand you're pissed off, and trust me, you will get your chance to yell at me. You two are coming with me. End of story.
Fine.
Are you okay? You're not hurt?
I'm okay.
I'm glad you're back, Bambi.
I missed you guys.
Civ, we've got company.
Who?
Hi, Mom.
Scotty? You're alive?
I told you I saw her get away.
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Mom, you're choking me.
Look at you. You're practically skin and bones. Vidar, heat up the soup. Come, let me look at you. Your aura is different. Muddier.
It is? It's probably just from being outside the barrier. While the air out there won't kill you, it's definitely thicker.
Maybe. And who's this?
Right, Mom. This is my partner. They saved me more times than I'd like to admit. Charming, this is my mother, Civ.
You've fallen in love and you haven't told me.
In case you haven't noticed, I've been on the run for these past couple of months. A bit difficult to catch up. Plus, I didn't know if I could trust you. Not after what happened.
And that's my cue. I think it's time for you to hear the truth. All three of you.
Vidar, what are you talking about? What don't I know?
Civ, darling. There's something I haven't told you. But I think it's time for you to hear about how Ymir became a king. Back then, things were very different. We still lived in Amadon, but we came and went as we pleased. Visited different elemental towns, cooperated with the humans. Some even traveled across the ocean to foreign land. Every so often, a child with the gift of all four elements would be born. If they survived the ritual, they claimed the power of a fifth element. I'm guessing you already know what that is?
Yes, and they became protectors.
Not exactly. The protectors lived thousands of years ago, but their life was a short one, and their death was gruesome. So we abandoned that practice. Instead, each elemental took a little of their duty and learned to fight, to protect their home, which also came with the added benefit of less children losing control of their powers. But one day he came. He had taken the name of the first protector, Ymir. No one knows his true name. He slaughtered any children who saw potential to be able to handle the fifth element. And we left. Were forced to dig mass graves for our siblings, children, cousins, and friends. We were locked inside of Amadon. The barrier not only being used to suck our life force to live forever, but also to alert Ymir of anyone trying to escape. Needless to say, no one was too pleased with this new arrangement. There were 3 uprisings in a year. Some of the strongest and bravest elementals fought for our freedom. Ymir killed every single one of them. He killed your grandparents, your aunts and uncles. Hundreds lost their lives.
Why don't I remember?
Because I made a deal. I couldn't watch my people die for nothing. As the new governor of Amadon, I had a meeting with Ymir. I suggested he erase the memory of all inside, except for one. One who could convince them of a different story. A story you know by heart.
King Ymir is keeping us safe from the pollution outside.
Exactly. I would give him the children, make up some story for how they died. And I did it for over 2 centuries. Until you were born. You were only 4 when I realized your powers were growing too fast. Not to mention the most worrying sign of all. You have a second sight.
That's why you scolded me whenever you noticed me using my second sight.
Yes. I wouldn't let my daughter be slaughtered. So I did my best to hide you from him. But you had other plans, didn't you? You dreamed of seeing the world. You and Loki would steal all of my books and draw your own maps, dreaming of what might be there. Then you passed the first trial and became master of fire. Then of earth, water, and lastly air. You got his attention. And if a second in your presence feeling your powers wasn't enough, your reaction to the serum was certain proof. You, Civ, only knew a fraction of the story. Now all of you know the truth. And I'm sorry for not telling you earlier.
I remember.
Why did you return, Scotty? I didn't think you were idiotic enough for that. Do you have a death wish? You should have stayed away, where it was safe.
Because I have a plan. And I need your help. I've been working with an organization of humans that want to stop Ymir.
The one Heimdall came from.
You knew?
I'm not stupid. I make sure to know everything in and around my town.
If they are going to succeed, they need the help of elementals. Human weapons? Sure, they can do some damage, but against a royal god at their full power? They're pretty much helpless. We're here to free Amadon, and after that, we take him down. I've already spoken to Freya and Loki. They're spreading the word as we speak. But having you guys in our corner would help a lot.
Ymir needs to be stopped.
He needs to pay for what he did.
I'm going to signal Joey that we're ready. Once he signals back, we attack the guards. There. Should be impossible for them to miss from down there. You ready, Charming? Let's take back Amadon.